This is our VH1 era.
From the Isle of Previously.
Conspiracy theory.
Doo-doo-doo.
I'm on Sexy Watch.
Goal Watch.
Clone watch.
Tyron.
Read alert.
Tyra 2 list.
Double.
Captions crunch.
It's so nice to wear.
You want to wear that top?
My hair bill.
Working models who are working.
It's good, it's round. 24.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Pod Lead'em. That's Top Model Podcast, spelled backwards. I'm JW Crumpin, but if I have to sell a noodle, cast me.
I'm Lex Basile Price, and I can move inappropriately and not gracefully.
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and I need a massage. You know what I'm saying? 42 years. 42 years, I say.
And cycle 24 backwards.
Oh!
The clues are all coming together. This is episode 9, Beauty is Movement. Or, and this might be one of my favorite retitles ever, The Girls Who Are Jyla.
And if your name's Jyla, we would love to have you as part of the Lead'em Pod.
We truly would.
I would.
By clicking that clicksel in every episode and on the website. It's there. I make it available because I'm a cover girl.
And we have something else that'll be clickable. Ooh. Because we've been talking about what we want to do as some of our wrap up to America's Next Top Model episodes. And we're going to do one of my favorite things. And that, my friends, is a poll.
Gathering data.
A poll is one of my favorite things as well.
Woo! So how this is going to work is that the three of us have put together a list of around, it's going to be somewhere between 40 and 50, I think. You'll see when you see it, of different things that are within cycles of America's Next Top Model, right? And we
Iconography.
And we are asking you, our listeners, to pick your favorite 7 things, as if you were designing your must-haves, your ideal cycle of America's Next Top Model. And that can be, I want to create a great cycle, all the best things, or you're like, I love some chaos. Trash. I would say give yourself do it however you want, but give yourself 5 or 6 reels and one thing that you're like, and this is my camp thing that I also just gotta have.
Just like when we played Not Guess Who.
Exactly.
Gotta have one chaos question.
Never played Guess Who, but we did play Legally Different Enough, Who's on Top.
Yeah.
And so go ahead. That will be in the Discord. I think we'll put it in the show notes as well. It'll be
available.
It'll be available. And we really want to hear from everyone. Everyone will get to do it one time, have some fun with it. And then we are going to tell everyone what all the percentages were and how we as a collective unit have now figured out what is the ideal top model.
Well, it looks like previouslys are on Kyla's side.
But they're not on Sandra's side because she couldn't exist.
Yeah. No. They don't say who went home on previouslys is bananas to me.
It's so strange.
Not just for this show, for any reality show.
It's also just such an easy thing to say last.
Yes.
And then blank went home.
Exactly.
Except they're not narrated anymore.
Yeah.
So maybe that was what led to where we are now.
That's true. Do you think that was a budgetary thing or a style choice?
I think it was a style choice.
Because I don't like the upcomings. I don't like the next time ons. I don't need any of this.
Oh, get rid of it.
Upcomings have spoiled more than they've helped.
Maybe you're right, though. Maybe it is budgetary, and the CW was really willing to lay out the cash for Tyra to re-record things, and VH1 said no.
No. But Rio starts off real strong coming in the house.
Woohoo!
When she praises Kyla.
From anyone else, this would be a compliment.
Kyla gets best photo, and it's about damn time. That one's great, but her portfolio is the weakest out of all of us, so good for her.
Also, that's objectively untrue.
Aaron is there.
Aaron's there.
I would also argue that nobody but Christiana has a strong portfolio at this point.
The
Maybe
closest
Gina.
is the closest.
Mhm.
And even still, it's not that great.
Lex, what is happening with your camera?
I'm fixing it.
Okay.
Because I'm sitting further back.
Okay.
It was like, where are you? Come closer.
It makes me think that we're saying something and it's happening because we're doing
It
it.
Sorry,
looked- for a minute, it looked like it was reacting to your emotions.
Yes! And I was like, maybe Lex doesn't see this.
I was trying to do it subtly so that
You were
I'm-
so in tune with yourself that it looked like the camera was reacting to you. It was amazing.
because camera is movement. Now I can't cut it out.
Look, it's your fault for making that amazing joke.
We do that so much. In case we keep all this in, we're near the end of the podcast. Why not?
Why not?
Just sometimes, y'all, listeners, just so you know, we say sometimes like, we're going to cut this out. And then one of us makes a joke. And this is a curse of three people who have gotten pretty good at saving boring conversations.
Yep.
And then we're like, well, now that's my favorite quote. Hannah, Jane, and Lex stop being icons.
Everyone's in towels, which makes, except for Tyra, not in a towel bathrobe.
Also strange when everyone has their bottom half wrapped in a towel and then fully clothed on top.
Isn't that kind of a swimsuit moment, though? Don't people do that
Yeah,
kind of?
I just have serious questions about temperature control in this era of top model. I'm concerned that these women are always cold.
Boiling
they're in that hot
outside.
tub a lot.
Mhm.
Just their feetsies a lot of the time. So you're gonna move, and Rio, any intelligence that Rio had, gone out the window with new persona because she's like, well, we're probably gonna be dancing or doing like a dance runway. Dance runway? What the fuck does that mean?
Just a real Soul Train line.
And then Brandy K saying, either way, we're dancing.
I love it.
JW, as our geographical representative, can you
Hell
comment on I am from the South, so I have rhythm?
Yeah, I'm going to say right now, this is just true. Everyone else this is objectively true. Anytime I've seen any person, like a general Southerner and a general person not from the South, and they're dancing, the South does have more rhythm.
Oh, not what I was expecting. I love it.
Is that because you do line dancing?
I think it is. I think it's truly because we do a lot more group rhythmic dancing that people learn rhythm.
And church clapping.
Yeah, because I have terrible singing rhythm. I cannot follow the tune of a song, but dancing, never off step. I'm not saying I'm a good dancer, but I'm not
But you have rhythm.
at the wrong time.
Mhm.
And I love the lore drop of Shanice being like dance team and Gina being like dance team. And I'm like, and then the rest of the episode, they prove that. They're the only two that can dance.
Not according to Gina.
Rio also says that she guesses they have cliques and then just names her own.
Yeah.
Because this person loves to tell on themselves.
Well, I'm going to say this. The cliques are Rio, sidekick Gina, and the rest of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Christiana, I'm going to make a weird conspiracy theory. I think everyone likes Christiana. I don't
Yes.
think Christiana is actually friends with anybody. She seems like she is begrudgingly there every time there's a group whine.
Christiana is ready to not be in this house ever again.
No one is comforting Christiana.
Exactly.
She comforts
always-
others, but no one comforts her.
She's everyone else's emotional support friend, and she never gets to do that. And I think that's because Christiana, because we've talked more about her body, her proportions, her size, we forget that she's also one of the three olds.
Exactly what I
Uh-huh.
was just going to say.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's only being shown in her irritation with the other cast
Yeah.
members.
And maturity.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Shanice backstory.
Yeah, Shanice's backstory and also the editor starting to be less than kind by showing every moment that Shanice is talking crap about anybody.
Did y'all fall out over the unseen footage, Tyron? every time.
I love that we get it in a regular episode, literally just because it wasn't ever important enough to show until now. And they're like, we have to back this up.
But also, what is she even talking about?
I feel like Gina was babbling, and that's the best we got. Because
Well, yeah,
I'm
because
gonna
Christiana was there, so someone was babbling at her.
Because I'm going to say it right now. I've liked Shanice the entire cycle so far.
Yeah.
But what Shanice is saying in confessionals is not being supported by any footage of Gina.
It's only being supported by Gina in her confessionals.
Mhm.
Exactly.
What's very strange is that Shanice is right about Gina, but not about the Gina she sees.
But I think they must. Gina just must be really good at talking shit, not on camera.
Yeah.
Because the whole house seems to feel this way about Gina and Rio.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think Gina's getting a lot of the residual dislike
Yeah,
that people have for Rio.
because she just cozied up to the bully.
Yeah, it's also wild to see somebody else refer to Rio as the calm in the storm. Were you at that dinner?
I will say, I wonder if when Liberty, sweet fake Republican Liberty, watch this cycle back, and she's like, I ended up in every episode because I'm in the background of that Rio conversation.
Even though she tried to escape it.
Oh, it's just her eating that mac and cheese ball every episode.
Okay, I have a question. Is Gina a mean girl? Or is Gina's defense mechanism to cozy up to the bully as a former bullied?
I think it's 100. The exact wording I would have used
Mhm.
is I think she went through, and we get it more in the next episode.
Yeah.
I think she was bullied in an extreme way often,
Yes.
to the point of she also talks about abuse
Yeah.
from
Mhm.
people she lived with, and I think this is her way of making sure that she is not bullied, is to be with someone who will defend her, and I think Rio would.
Yeah.
I do think because of her background and the bullying, she also has a lot of resentment towards people who she feels like have not earned or suffered,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
Rio also seems to be a partner in. So I do think they very much connect on that point of view.
Sure.
Yeah, Gina, I think what's confusing to me about Gina is that in some ways she presents as extremely mature,
Mm-hmm.
extremely grounded, extremely stable. And so I forget she's kind of one of the younger folks.
Yeah.
Sure.
But because the way she deals with the conflict in the house, which is not one-sided, this is not all on Rio.
No,
and
no, no, no.
No.
It's-
Gina.
Well, I think what happened was, I do think that Shanice and Brandy Kay became very fast friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rio had her blow up, her expose of personality. And it then allowed Shanice and Brandy Kay to be more actively against Rio.
So Shanice and Brandy Kay have very similar backgrounds. That's something that they've both talked about, and it seems like that's why they connected. It also seems like Gina and Rio have a lot of shared life experience that they connected about. Then these two duos decided that these experiences put them directly at odds with each other.
Yeah.
It feels like, or not even that. It's that Shanice and Brandy Kay said that that puts us at odds with those two people,
Mm.
even though they haven't really been a target of the bullying.
I also think it's difficult once the division has been dug out
Mm-hmm.
to ever fill that back in.
Mhm.
Because now I think it's just both sides have created us versus them.
Yes.
And especially they're in a competition setting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they have no motivation to resolve this.
And if you think of Kyla and Sandra as the other duo, less so, but they were friends.
Yeah.
And now one of them is gone. Kyla is going to migrate towards Shanice and Brandy Kay's side anyways.
Especially since she's been
She
bullied
had a-
by Rio.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like she wasn't going to go that way. So what's
Mhm.
happened? And then Aaron, I think, is mostly going to be where the fun is. And Rio and Gina are not fun.
See, this is the other problem, is that Rio and Gina feel like they're being othered by the rest of the group.
Ostracized.
They've already othered themselves,
Mhm.
which doesn't help. But also, they don't really seem like fun.
No.
They don't really seem like they're here to be silly ever.
Yeah.
And to be fair to them, I don't think they've lived lives that have allowed them to be super silly.
Sure.
Sure.
But it's hard to reconcile people being like, well, we're being left out. And I'm like, but it always seems like you guys are going off to do your own. You are doing that. Now that might be a feeling that you're getting, but I also think you don't really want to spend time with them, but you do like saying that you aren't being allowed to spend time with them. You know,
Yeah.
that like weird balance there.
I think the slightest difference between Rio, well, there's big differences in my mind between Rio and Gina, but I think Gina is polite. I think Gina, as we've seen, will be like, what's going on? Hey, what are people doing?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What's this now? Well, Rio is just silent.
Yes.
Or silent or snide.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's also sort of a bummer. Like, I miss the days of fun villainy. This kind of stuff really makes
Christina.
me miss Kristen the Sea Witch.
Oh, yeah.
Because I miss someone who is unapologetic about not liking other people. And also someone who doesn't need to feel like the wronged party in any situation, which a lot of people in this house have a very strong need to be the wronged party at all times.
Yeah. It's kind of nice in a way. And I hate to say what I'm about to say because it really wraps everything in the best thing you can be is real bow. but I do think part of the things we like about some of our villains like Petite Aaron, Kristen the Sea Witch, Christina's fun
The
in
haunted
this
doll,
cycle
yeah.
sometimes,
Mhm.
exactly, is because like even right there, all of us had like jokes about them
Yes.
because they were kind of so over the top.
Camille forever, even though she was
Yeah,
only
we
sort of a
loved
villain.
Camille. Camille
She's a
was not
witch.
a good person, probably, but we loved her. And part of it was just like, they were very authentic in how they interacted with people.
Mhm.
I just don't think they had time to not be, or a care to, like, what would it gain them to
And
be?
I'm just going to say it right now,
feel-
the doors that Robin Manning opened.
Rubber band.
You didn't feel with those contestants like they were trying to get you to feel a certain way about them. I just felt the way I did because of how they are.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like Rio's really trying to be like, aren't I right? And you're like, no,
That
listen
is-
to yourself, please.
That is the subtext of every single talking head.
Especially with that dusty lipstick.
Mauve judgment.
I think Rhea's biggest problem is she could have won this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then it's pretending that we are heading somewhere different, but we're heading to the same fucking studio we're at all the time.
At least they got out of the house.
They go from the house to the studio to judging to the house. That's the only places they go.
Yeah.
And where they meet Ashley Graham for all of 2 seconds.
Stacey McKenzie missed her flight.
What?
That's what this tells me.
Yes. Tyra has no time, doesn't want to do it. Because Tyra doesn't want to be present like Rita Ora was when, what's her name, fell down and broke her head open.
But
Justine.
it's truly like Ashley Graham had to do a Target run, and she's like, I'm going to be in the city anyway. Hey, everyone, here's a movement coach I've never met before. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know. Sometimes it seems like they get the judges to introduce things so they can do it later privately as a fun perk. I think she just wanted a little time to have fun in front of that motion camera.
I love also how everyone in the entire world has worked with Nicki Minaj and Katy Perry.
That tells me that Nicki Minaj and Katy Perry have volatile relationships where they need to hire different people over and over, because why have you worked with 10 movement directors and 17,000 designers? Do you know what I mean? Especially because it's always like for their tour. It's like, why aren't people being invited back? Why don't people want to go back?
That being said, Selena Gomez, I was like, oh, that's fun.
Jermaine Brown. It's important to us, I believe, as a culture, that he choreographed Genie in a Bottle
Yes.
Nice.
and Mick Jagger's appearance on SNL.
Great.
But he works a lot. He also has, if you want to meet Jermaine Brown, you could go take a class at the Broadway Dance Center. He teaches street contemporary fusion.
I will say this was real choreographer energy.
Yeah.
This was person who does this job a lot.
and didn't have time for bullshit.
No. It was strange, though, when they're like, he's the movement director for the Victoria's Secret Angel shoot, which is great for us right now in this thing because they just did the first one since Me Too, which means that didn't exist anymore at the time of filming. Victoria's Secret Runway didn't exist.
I didn't realize
wild.
that. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's very strange. And he does a shit ton of commercial work. You can find him.
Seemed very booked and busy.
Mm-hmm.
This is when, though, the show starts trying too hard to either make Shanice look bad or make Gina look bad. Your flavor, depending on how this hits you, because Shanice's talking heads will be like, Gina being cocky and arrogant. Cut to Gina in a backwards cap being like, okay, thanks for the note.
And then Gina being like, so unprofessional. Cut to Shanice having fun.
Yep.
Yeah, the problem is they're like, hey, we need someone to narrate. Who are the two most unreliable people we could pick?
And then they get Brandy K talking heads from everywhere. These are from the entire run.
We talk about stitched together audio a lot on this show, but it really feels like they don't care anymore because the vocal registers don't even line up.
The hanger is growing and shrinking the whole time.
Yeah.
I know, but you don't even need the visual. You can just hear it's not from the same thing.
It's like every word is from something different.
Yeah, it's like they were all filmed at different altitudes or something. It's so funny. And this is all because the problem with Brindy K as a character on Top Model is that her storyline's been done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just still here.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know actually what the show wants me as a viewer to feel about Brindy K, because in this episode, I mostly just feel sad for her.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, I'm tired of this cycle making me feel sad for a contestant right before they leave. Like, I don't need that. I don't need a memorial wall for people.
It's bad on the show when multiple contestants clearly should not have passed a psych eval to be on the show. Not saying they're crazy or whatever, but are just not ready to be on this kind of platform.
We're not quite there yet, but Brendy K literally does a psych eval on herself and says, I shouldn't be on this show.
It's wild. It's
She takes
wild.
the 17 quiz and she's like, uh-oh.
Should you be on America's Next Top Model? Not ready. Before we get into that, though, Gina's dance team photos are deranged. This child
They feel
was
very
a monster.
classic dance team, though. Every
that one on the beach, I love it because you get so many of them on every episode of So You Think You Can Dance.
Yep.
Like, oh, where did you learn?
Her doing a split in like a gymnasium, just being like, "Rah!"
all the jumping ones to me read like the captions should read, and she dreamed.
Live, laugh, architect.
Yeah. Funny Brittany K thing. Jermaine during hers says, "Are you chewing gum?" She's like, "No, that's
I
just
thought
what
she
I'm
was."
chewing gum.
It looks like she was, and she's like, "No, that's just something I do with my mouth." And he's like, "Well, don't."
Well, and not only was she chewing gum, it's like the gum tasted bad. On top
It was
of it.
old. It was old gum. Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you just want some finger?
Yeah.
Want some old gum?
One time.
Ugh.
It was strange because so the way this works is he like lines them up in a Soul Train configuration
Mhm.
and does give slightly confusing directions. Which,
There was so much that we didn't see of this.
right
Because apparently he taught them a routine.
at some point, but he's like, okay, dance down do your like Soul Train is like the only way I can think of this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do your dance and then like show personality in a pose.
Show me you.
Yeah. Gina does a full dance routine.
Routine. Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Routine.
That was an audition. Mm.
And then I'm not going to totally blame Gina, but also it was kind of weird. She then walks away before Jermaine gives any critique.
I just don't think she realized she was going to get critique that moment.
Sure.
I gave her a lot of, like, because her reaction when he says something is just like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't disagree with you, JW, but it also was giving a little bit, I just ate.
Yeah, it was that though.
She actually comes out of the split perfectly reversed, like the legs.
Mother ate.
Look at the floor. I guess I don't see any crumbs.
But I do see piss because I pissed all over it.
Woman, I do what I can.
Welcome to Step Up to the Streets.
And then he kind of rips into her because I think he like doesn't like her attitude is kind of what it was giving.
It was also very dancer.
It was very dancer.
It was, and she definitely had some habits that were, she was looking down
Way
because I'm
down.
sure she's used to that being her eye line for dance. So of course she just automatically went like, boop. This is just all remind me of Paige's dancer face.
Yes.
How you can tell that that's the face she does when she dances.
It also needs to be said that oldest woman in the world,
Oh my
Erin,
God.
looks better than anybody else in workout gear.
Uh-huh.
She really, athleisure, looks incredible on Erin.
Erin
And I'm like,
should-
there's such a good market for 40-year-old athleisure.
Oh my gosh.
Erin should be teaching every Zumba class,
Mm-hmm.
Has the body and the energy.
right?
And as
That'll-
we'll see later, the character reel.
Exactly.
And before we get to the big performative dance,
Was there a moment that we're going to hear about for
Yeah,
the rest of time?
but I need to talk about Christiana's dance.
This
What?
gets overshadowed.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's so fun to see her just be fully bad at something.
She goes so far down stage. She's in Jermaine's lap. It's wild.
She weebles all over that dance floor.
I love how uncoordinated she is, but she's also like a doll whose joints have been played with too much, so everything just flops a little further than it should.
But like it doesn't get mentioned at all. And it was one of the like I was sitting there going, Christiana, what is going on?
Well, the funniest thing is I think normally I think of bad dance as stiff.
Mm.
Christiana's a bad dancer loosely.
just truly one of the least coordinated people I've ever seen on the show.
Who
It's
walks
really
well?
endearing.
Who walks well? That's the other thing, right? She like doesn't do this normally. She's not clumsy. She's
Mm-mm.
not a bad walker. It's just when it comes to dance, she's like, I just really love feeling the music.
This whole thing truly teaches you, even though Top Model will pretend like it's not, dance is a practice and learned skill.
Yes.
Because the two people who get called out in the top are the two people who were on dance teams.
And then Shanice, the other dance team participant.
I thought everyone were being a little bit overly buttish in their reactions to this.
Agreed.
Because it was clearly a step routine. Before she
course.
said that, I was like, she did a step routine, okay.
She also did a routine, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we know from So You Think You Can Dance recently,
Mhm.
a one-person step routine is
That's not a thing.
effective.
No.
And
At least she
with that
didn't do
move,
the call outs. At least she didn't do the like call and response
Mm-hmm.
as one person because then that makes me uncomfortable.
and sure, would that final move look great in a picture? It would not.
And I think she knows that. This is the thing about Shanice.
I think she did it without thinking. I think she
Yes.
literally got into it and then was like,
Yeah, when
whoops.
they put her on for the talk again, she was like, yeah, that was a routine I did in high school.
Yeah, of course, and of course it was. But Gina being so offended by the implication that Shanice might have done something ugly or what, like
Not cute.
not fun, or it was like you need to. This is why we don't think you and Rio are fun. It was a dumb little thing she did that's kind of endearing and doesn't work in this context.
But it also wasn't like disrespectful.
No.
We didn't talk enough about the fact that in this cycle, all the songs have lyrics. And this was super confusing because the vocalist sounded a lot like Jermaine Brown.
Yes.
And so for a quick hot second, I was like, is he talk? No, it's a song.
And not only, you can't Google the song. I don't know what it is. The lyrics are nice. That's good. Look, could it be my spiky hair? Could it be my Nike Airs? Could it be that I walk around with a vibe like I don't care? I said, hey, you know I'm fine. Hey, gonna make you mine. Hey, you as horny as I'm? Just step right back. Give me a look like, what was that?
I will say, it was gorgeous for what was that to hit exactly when Shanice did her clapping movement.
Mm.
That's Emmy. That's an Emmy right there.
How do we feel about hearing the word horny, though?
I like the sentence structure of "Are you as horny as I'm?"
I'm.
Like,
Well, technically, it makes sense.
it does grammatically work. You just would never say that.
No, that must be some just like VH1 in-house music that they commissioned.
Oh yeah.
And then Ashley returns, which was surprising. I didn't think she was going to come back.
It also felt like she actually interrupted this.
Yes.
Jermaine seemed actually surprised when she walked through the mirrors.
She did a classic Rita Lean, though.
Yeah,
Yes,
she did.
which he did not like.
Mhm.
And then she lies and says, now that Jermaine has taught you how to move while modeling.
Not what happened.
We're gonna do something so unrelated.
And also, you'll only have one chance.
Oh, it's a one-take cycle still, baby.
For your images to be captured in motion, they never explain to the audience what's actually happening here.
Well,
I'm hoping the contestants got more of an explanation than we did.
They basically, y'all, it's another clicksel. It's a flicksel.
I think my most toxic qualities, I thought these looked cool even when they were bad.
They're just boomerangs.
Yes, they're
they're GIFs.
long form boomerangs.
Yeah. But you could just see this on like a website.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them did look pretty good.
Well, I think they looked
Well,
interesting.
Parts of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
I didn't like that we are lifting contestants without practicing it at all.
Nope. And I just love that Christiana's like, I'm a heavy girl. You don't lift me.
And Jermaine is not a lifter. He lifted because he was there.
Mm.
And I said, uh-oh, mostly for Lex, but for all of us, the first instance of blind sport.
Ugh.
It's coming. It's on the Hoshmeisen.
I think
I
this-
literally wrote, winner keeps the sports bra.
That sounds like a bet you make between two friends. Okay,
Yeah.
winner keeps the sports bra.
I think this is the perfect time to bring this up. If you go to blindsport.com, there's, of course, overly expensive, plain looking sportswear. $140 for a baseball cap with a tiger's face on it. $400 for a pair of tennis shoes. But I
I
think
just can't believe it's still around.
well, what I find more important is if you go to the FAQ, there are 19 questions.
Ooh.
More than half of them are about NFTs and how you can claim your purchased NFT. It is only at number, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. How can I make an exchange of an ordered item is number 9
Lord.
on that list.
Wow. See, the shoes are only $350 and the NFT is another $50.
Yeah.
Ew, gross. The website says the collection of 10 Blind Sport Tiger Edition sneakers is a homage to the metaverse, crypto, and NFT world. Ew.
Ew.
Sneakers will be delivered in a shoebox, which includes a digital screen with additional video content. Oh my god. Automatically, you become an art collector and not just a sneaker owner.
Look, there are two things I've always wanted to be. Art collector, sneaker owner.
I will make the second one of that happen for you, Hannah.
But I want to be both.
Can you make it happen at the same time?
All right, Pline. I've got an order for you.
I think it's important to note that captions is on our side
Mm-hmm.
because they crunched Philip Klein to Philip Klein.
Sure
I
did.
know.
We can just call him Phil.
Phil K.
Yeah, they're also told that the winner will go to a spa day. And they'll get to take a friend.
Oh my god, what if this had been Brittany's spa? Because this seemed like a Brittany treatment.
Yeah, it would have been better if it was Brittany Spa.
Do you think it's just called Britney Spa?
Yes, Brittany spa.
Or it's just called Spa.
It's Brittany spa.
Captions Crunch also said, Brendy's next. parentheses, faint cheering.
There's nothing I love more, and this podcast has really energized me for it, than editorialized captions.
Sometimes it's terrible. I don't think either of y'all are Love is Blind
No,
watchers.
Not really.
But at the end of this most recent season, there was a brutal breakup, and it captioned the woman crying, Marissa blubbering. Unnecessary.
awful.
But this is hilarious.
Yeah, this is great. Also because Brittany Case is terrible.
Oh, buddy.
Well,
you just
she also
you
just didn't do hers.
Yeah, you couldn't fuck it worse, unfortunately.
I wish they had kept it in.
Never heard the phrase "fuck it worse." You just couldn't fuck it worse.
I wish they had kept it. So you saw her go like, "Ugh."
I wish.
Over and
How
over
dare
again,
they
back
cut it
and
off?
forth.
Show us the blooper of her being like, "Whoops."
Christiana doesn't get off the ground, nor away from him.
Nope.
No, she just does these little wobbles, like wobble, 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 wobble. It's so endearing.
Rio sees a bird because her eye line is wild. It is up and to the right.
Also, hers is dumb. I'm sorry. The kick and the arm, not usable.
Rio is an interesting case study in movement because she moves well, but also isn't graceful.
At all.
See, and maybe this is the same thing, and I'm splitting hairs. I feel like she moves well, but isn't aware of how it looks.
Mm.
Which maybe is grace, to be fair.
I think it might be. It's just very,
Yeah.
it's just stiff.
She
I think
doesn't-
everything
yeah.
is too straight.
She doesn't think about the steps between the steps,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
I gotta give it to Gina. I thought if you were putting this again, in my head, these are a website GIF.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And her doing her thing, and then showing the clothes with the collar at the end, as cheesy as it was, I was like, that is what you
It's
would
commercial.
Yes.
use. Yeah.
I thought Shanice did really well too. I liked
Mhm.
the sort of
Yeah.
chill energy of
I agree.
Shanice's.
And I love that they pointed out that she like grabbed her foot. She did these cute little things. Like, again, you can tell the two of them know what they're doing, which just shows that this was a dance challenge for dancers.
Yes.
And it was also, to be fair, the two of them did show the clothes.
Oh,
Mhm.
By
yeah.
Shanice grabbing the shoe, it immediately pulled her out of the shoe.
Mhm.
And the collar, as cheesy as it was, did show the clothes.
The jacket, yeah.
Yeah. Cheese is not always the wrong choice.
No.
It's often the correct one.
Especially not for blind sport.
Mhm.
So Gina wins.
And we didn't talk about Kyla, but Kyla gave us everything we needed to know about her performance. And I just love that she is funny.
Yeah.
Yep. I just love that she clomped her way through this whole challenge, knowing she wasn't going to be good at it. And was like, all right.
So Gina wins. I think, unsurprisingly. And
Yeah.
when she's told,
when this happens, Ashley Graham is ready to have a little fun, and Jermaine gives the world's most unwilling drum roll.
they had to add it in post.
Sure did.
We also got another great captions crunch right when Gina's was called as the winner of just model : whoop.
And she picks, of course, Rio,
Her only friend.
her only friend. And then, well, in theory, we would agree with Shanice. She, of
This
course,
was not going to happen. A spa trip.
Nor would you have picked Gina.
No. And if she had been picked, they clearly thought this was going to be a very different trip to the spa because the show
Uh-huh.
told them it was going to
Yes.
be not what ends up happening.
I thought I had misheard it.
Yeah.
No.
Can you imagine if she had picked Shanice and they had to do that together?
Get into this freeze chamber.
Shanice might not have been able to go in. They might have been like, you have a skin condition. I don't
Mhm.
know if we have the liability insurance for it.
Yeah, you might not react well to this. I do think it's funny, though, because I think this is the first time this has happened to a top model contestant where Shanice is constantly second place, but never friendly with the person who wins. Because this is exactly what happened when Sandra won. And she was like, of course I'm picking Kyla, my best friend. And
Yeah.
Shanice was like, pick the runner up.
She is the fourth host of the show, and she's like,
Honestly.
it's only right. And then she says, it's annoying for people who are assholes to keep winning shit. And I have to be like, agreed. I
Brandy
agree.
Kay said that.
Oh, Brittany Kay.
And in this moment, Correct. But I was also like, that's hilarious when you think that the person who has won the most stuff this cycle is by far the nicest person in the house.
But also, it's
It's annoying when
Christiana.
It's annoying when Christiana hasn't won recently. I also was the way it was edited with this weird cryo massage spa day. The next health guy is put on our TV screens in such a smash cut edit that I actually didn't know where they were.
Sure.
I was
It
like,
also
is he cooking for them?
It doesn't look like a spa. There
It's
were
a
so many
medical spa.
bright screens.
It's a medical
that-
spa.
But it was just very jarring because we were told luxury spa day.
Mhm.
And when you're told luxury spa day, that's not the image you conjure up.
And I'll say this. I've been to a cryo place before, and they do now try to make them look more like luxury spas. And I think this was at the weird point where this was new and commercially available, but they didn't know their market was...
Cryotherapy was developed in the 70s by a Japanese rheumatologist and introduced to Europe, USA, and Australia in the 80s and 90s.
It is also
But you can't tell me, Lex, that...
Sure.
I believe your piece of paper, but you can't tell me that any of us knew about this before, like, a
Sure.
couple of years ago.
It's also something that's been around forever, but has now been fancified because
Yeah.
this is essentially the cold plunge at any regular spa.
How much do you think it costs to do cryotherapy at
It's
Next
so
Health?
expensive.
Oh,
It's
no.
so expensive. It's like thousands usually, isn't it?
$50.
Oh,
So
that
their prize,
makes me feel like
their
it's
prize
not it.
was a $50 gift card.
The one thing that I
No, I've never heard it be. I want to know why it's that cheap.
No idea. It's $50.
Huh. I've never been so baffled by something.
and you get to keep the mittens.
Also, I'm sorry, it was disconcerting to see them dancing around.
Yes.
I really could not handle was that the eye makeup stays on through the entire cryotherapy and then back at the house. How no one would hand either of these people a wet wipe?
You
Why
didn't
was
have a
this
single
makeup still
towel
on?
available at the cryo place?
If you want to know what else Next Therapy offers, they offer therapeutic plasma exchange. They offer vitamin shots and IV therapy.
How much is that? $3? Why is it
That's
so cheap?
Premier membership, which includes IV therapy, vitamin shots, wellness technology. That's $300 a month. You have to be a member. They also offer hormone optimization program.
Whoa.
I
Uh-huh.
wonder what that means.
A wellness test, baseline wellness test, wellness for $300. Okay, a total wellness package is $3,000. That sounds...
There it is.
Oh, you can go in an MRI machine? Cool. This place, I don't know, y'all, this
Maybe
is a
the
scam.
cryotherapy is so cheap because they just charge by the minute.
Oh, maybe. Also, this was dangerous. I don't know why the show did this, because while it's... Okay, this is also... Cryotherapy is for inflammation, exercise recovery, and joint conditions.
Like sitting in an ice bath.
Yeah, but none of which Rio and Gina deal with. So they did this for no reason. And
There was a lot of talk about collagen from our friend at the spa.
but the list of like risks is so long. I don't know how they signed off on this, other than like they just made them sign a release that the show was
Yeah.
not responsible.
I think that this kind of treatment, this kind of session, is in a long line of things that have real world uses,
Yes.
but are for specific things, but at some point they became trendy and fashionable,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and people decided that everyone needed them.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a cycle of capitalism.
yeah,
Right.
that's, you know,
They took a medical treatment and made it into a luxury.
Mhm.
yeah.
But they didn't need this. And also, this is not what they were told. If I was told that I was going to a spa day, or I thought I was going to get a massage, a facial, maybe a manicure and a pedicure.
Yeah.
Where I thought I was going to be lying down for a significant amount of time.
You mean you didn't want to dance around in an ice chamber for a minute or whatever?
Yeah,
Them
it's just-
dancing was weird.
So weird.
At the end of the day, it just wasn't relaxing. Like, it's not meant to be.
And then they come home.
I tried so hard to parse together the Calvin ball game that the other contestants are playing.
It was sort of a game, but then it just seemed like mostly Shanice was teaching them that step routine.
Yeah, I think they
No,
were
but here's the thing, Hannah. I watched this a couple of times, and that included a countdown that I think was what they did instead of counting like in a hide and seek fashion.
And there was a box involved. We
Yes,
know that.
Erin hid her box. And then you had to find the
dusty
box.
box.
No, people haven't seen Aaron's box in years.
Woo!
But seriously, I think they literally just came up with a game with just, we're just going to keep adding rules to
it's
it.
Calvin ball energy.
Yep, exactly.
And Gina, let them have their fun.
But see, I got such a different read on this. I think she came back, she saw the nonsense, and she's like, hey guys, we're back. What's everyone doing? Like, that's fine. The tone of her voice in none of this to me read snotty.
The whole thing was straight. It's one of those things where if Gina had come in alone
I think that would have been fine.
and walked further into the shared space, because they really were sticking to the edges of the space,
Yeah.
it would have come off differently. I also thought her reaction to the none of your business was a lot, because I thought that was clearly said playfully.
Well, and also because of the way, what we learn later, something that happened clearly before all this.
Right.
I think it explains the none of your business. I think it explains the Calvin ball nature, the let's have fun with a dumb dance thing, because I think that the rest of the house was dealing with a lot and they were trying to make light, and so wasn't in the best place to have Rio and Gina come back and want them to ask about their cryotherapy or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm more forgiving about like the actions that Gina we see her actually do. None of them read as wrong.
She
Maybe
doesn't do anything crazy. I don't think Gina at this point is like a grand villain or anything.
No.
It's just trying to read the vibes.
Yeah, she maybe is a classic, not Kiara style, not read the room person.
I also wonder if Gina has her own kind of energy and vibe that we cannot necessarily read from the TV.
Gina also reads a little bit to me, and this is very familiar to me because I think I was like this for a very long time, who really wants to be approached by other people and gets very hurt when not approached by other people.
I think that's fair.
And at a certain point, if you want to talk with people, you just have to be comfortable approaching them. Because otherwise you're just going to end up isolated a lot in a cycle that you've contributed to, but you also can't see your way out of.
I also wonder if the thing that we've picked up on, Hannah first, of the performative dragness of Gina comes across as inauthentic.
Or or just distancing.
Yeah, or
maybe.
and not really invested in, like, that could be it could be seen as like a little cold and like polite, but not necessarily kind.
I think that's fair.
But I do think both factions are making this way bigger than it needs to be.
Yeah, this is of all the like, this energy just seems so unnecessary based on what we've seen from folks. The only time I felt like two people deserved, well, not the only time, but the biggest time I felt like any of the remaining contestants deserved this amount of tension was Rio v. Kyla with the stupid talk. It does, this whole conversation, especially when Brindy K says none of your business, does give me my favorite version of Aaron, which is that you are too much, Aaron. I love it when Aaron's like, Brindy! My stars and garters.
Also, before we get to the bad part, this Rio talking head with her sinister smile telling us that girls, because it didn't seem like she was talking about these girls. It seemed like she was talking about all girls are two-faced.
Yeah. And she is one in a long line of top model contestants who loves to tell us all about what every woman does.
Yeah.
Well, and like, it's hard to have sympathy when Gina is talking to Rio, of all people, about other people being two-faced. And this whole, like, people are going to try you. They're going to try you. And I'm like, they're excluding you a bit right now, but I don't think they're having fun to make you feel bad.
They didn't start this when they heard the car in the driveway.
Exactly.
But also, this whole, and we'll get to the really difficult, in my opinion, to watch scenes that happen with Brindy K soon, but this all feels like a really long night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This feels like people were up talking for hours until everyone just kind of passed out.
Yeah. What a terrible time to be forced to go get cryotherapy also. What is it, 6 p.m.?
They looked closed when they arrived.
It sure did.
I mean, I'm sure they had to for Top Model, you know?
But still.
But it looked late for a spa.
Pline couldn't open up his place for them to grab a jacket or something? Come on.
No, they already got the sports bra at the challenge. So clearly this conversation with Brendy K, where she's talking about leaving, was happening while Rio and Gina were at the spa.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And she makes a rough statement. Living in my car is what I know.
And that she also says that living in her car would be better than being here because that's what she knows. And I get what she's saying, and I really feel for Brindy K during most of this because she's just breaking down.
Yeah.
She's at her end.
This has been weeks in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, there's a part of me that's like, Brindy, come on. You know that that's not better than being in... Because she said in other episodes, like, I know we're living in a mansion.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that this is a blessing to have.
It just seems like too big of a difference.
Yeah.
To go from living in your car to living on TV in a mansion, and talking about the model lifestyle. Like, I could understand how somebody could not hold both of those things at the same time.
I think she's terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think there's a part of her, too, that's like, well, if I don't win, it's all going to be taken away from me. So I would rather just take it away from myself so I don't have to deal with the heartbreak of someone else making that decision for me.
It's always so difficult whenever we have a contestant. I remember Destiny and the college cycle was like this. Anytime we have a contestant where it seems like it's not about them wanting to model or be a supermodel. It's about them thinking that modeling is a potential way for them to get out of a difficult financial situation. They're really not built for this show. The show loves to use contestants like that, and I use very specifically, so that we can, you know, have this storyline of rags to riches and whatever. But to be honest, those contestants usually do not win the show. And a big part of that is that they're not here, and this sounds bad, but like for the right reasons, in the sense that they don't necessarily want to model.
It's too much to put on it.
Yeah. And it's not just this competition. I feel this way for this kind of contestant in any reality show. You'll see this on an episode of Chopped, where someone is like, I want to win this money to give it to my wife to go on a nice vacation. And someone else is like, I want to win this money because my restaurant closed and I'm 2 months behind on rent and I don't know what I'm going to do. And you're like, that's just too much to put on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a shame because it's one of those... It's interesting in the world of game shows, like when game shows were just Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, Newlywed Game, whatever it may be, you were happy for anyone to win money because you were just like, oh, and they won money, and money is just generally a good thing in a capitalist society.
Right.
But now that in reality shows, the game shows of today, we have to have backstory. And that backstory is supposed to make you endeared to someone, but it makes me... especially when we're those kind of contestants, the restaurant closing, the living in their car, the whatever, the show wants you to root for that person. But it's telling you that the show is we're saving this person. Yeah, and that saviorism is really rough, I think. It
also forces you to have to, like, who deserves it most.
Yeah.
When the whole point is we should just be giving it to, like, the best person, you know, that deserves it in the context of the competition, not deserves it in the context of life. Like, that's just, in some ways, reality shows with a talent are like an extended job interview. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
And you don't give the job, normally, to the person who just needs it the most. You give it to the person who's going to be the best at the job. That does not mean
you don't take
that
into
can't
account.
Sometimes be the same person.
Yeah.
I think this is also particularly rough with Brendy K in this competition because her relationship to how she looks and the feedback that she's gotten from other people about her looks is so complicated, so full of trauma. Thinking about this stuff every day must have such a debilitating effect.
Psychic damage to like the fucking max.
Yeah.
Also, you know who else is catching a lot of strays, though, is the state of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Because I know what they mean, but Shanice and Brittany K are acting like Tennessee is garbage.
Yeah, it's literally saying, like, there's literally nothing in Tennessee. Everyone from Tennessee is poor and, like, no.
We gotta get out of there. And I'm like, no, you have to get out of your specific situation. Because then Brittany K is like, win it for Tennessee. And I'm like, now we like Tennessee? What do we mean?
Well, that's the other problem. It's like, you could also just, move to Nashville. Nashville seems nice.
Maybe.
Or if you need to, move to
Dollywood.
Atlanta. Like, it feels like they're like, because Tennessee becomes also the South in this context.
Know. And Top Model, man, my least favorite plot line continuously is like, I'm gonna use this to get out of the South, and I'm like, the South has people with money too. Like, that's not
some really rich people.
If only there was a fashion center in the South somewhere.
Oh no, I really thought, and I want to see if either of you thought this. It's so small. They show the outside of the model's house. And I was like, oh, we're going to get a lights out transition. Like a good night full. And it just doesn't. I'm like, no. We weren't going to bed? Come on.
No, instead we get full blast. The neighbors must hate this house. The lights that are facing out into the valley.
No, thank you.
Yeah, this house needs to turn its brights off.
Yeah, it has too many motion lights on. Get out of the hot tub. We need to turn off the flood lamps in the yard.
I was about to say it's just the motion lights around the hot tub that they're constantly cycling in
and out of. Every time the toes come in and out, the lights turn on and off.
So we head to, I think this is like Agua Dulce, the desert.
The models are so confused that they're not shooting on their balcony, though. They're all like, where are we going?
You can take pictures, not in our house?
Yeah, they've been to house and same studio.
Yep.
So now they're heading out to hot as hell desert. Spoiler, California is a desert. You could go, the desert is never far away.
Yeah, I was going to say, this could have been like a 40-minute drive, right?
It wasn't that far.
Yeah.
My husband had a friend with a farm growing up in Agua Dulce. Like, it's in LA. And they're told they're going to be, quote, working in unison with a parachute. What? Excuse you.
I wish they had introduced the parachute like they introduced the second model.
Or the animal photo.
And you have a very special co-star today.
Isn't she gorgeous?
I will say, it was a pretty parachute.
Yeah.
It was a fun little rose gold color.
Yeah. Millennial rose gold.
Yeah.
But the real co-star was Wind. And Wind is here to remind us all about the lack of safety standards on Top Model.
I get to come back to my favorite classic Pod Lead'em segment. OSHA violation.
We haven't had one in a while.
I know.
Not one of these tents was nailed down.
Those tents were not secured.
They really weren't.
No.
You knew the desert is windy.
Nothing was secured. They looked so unprepared.
Well, I'll say one thing was secured.
One thing was prepared.
And that was the footage of Gina not getting hit by this tent.
I was going to say one thing was prepared. Gina prepared her scene.
We see this footage 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And we get such specific descriptions of her knot on her head, her scratched cornea.
Well, this is
She said a metal bar made contact.
Uh-huh.
Nothing hit Gina.
Not that we could see.
Nothing. It also at one point looked like Gina ran as though she was trying to be hit by the tent. I think she's just too short. She got pushed by the wind.
I think she's just tiny and getting blown over, yeah.
Yeah, and I think she was also... A couple of folks were running to that one vanity, and I think maybe they were trying to also just save the vanity for a second. I
got
do
sand in her
believe the
eye.
idea that she got sand in her eye.
Sure.
Everyone had sand in their
Yeah.
eye.
Mm-hmm.
But then Dave Felicki,
Set
medic,
medic Dave
who is-
Felicki,
who has
with whom
worked-
I would not feel comfortable entrusting my health.
he worked on Teen Witch, Monkey Trouble, and Drowning Mona. I would trust him with my medical health.
I don't know. If
Wow,
someone
he's
walked
done
up to
some
me,
camp.
Yeah.
someone walked up to me, and their clothes were in that state of laundered, and they wanted to look after my medical health, I would be concerned.
Like a medic who's like taking out sterilized materials and just rubbing them against his shirt. It's like, all right, let's take a look.
Let me shine this up.
Hannah, he has worked on over 52 movies and TV shows. He knows what he's doing.
I'm
Was this
glad.
was this the only top model credit?
Yeah.
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 So this is going to be another classic top model shoot where these outfits aren't created equal.
No.
And to the detriment of one model specifically.
Yes.
Peter Hankett's back as the photographer, and this is where I realized that he's giving Drew's tall twin energy.
Yeah. They are similar looking enough and have similar enough energy that sometimes I mix them up.
Sure.
Nordic Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My brain was like Norditrack. I was like, no, that's just, you've heard the word twice, JW.
When the show was shooting, this photo shoot happening,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it looked incredible. I was
Sure.
like, these photos are going to be amazing. I don't believe I don't remember this. Unfortunately, when we see the photos, that was not borne out.
And this is the power of songs with lyrics.
Mhm.
Because this is another, I'm sure we've got the exact lyrics, but in my head they were like this. Work it, girl, you're all stars. Everyone's good at this.
Yeah, that was the
Everyone's
exact song.
so pretty. You're just like, yeah, everyone's so good.
I think the shoot could have worked if the camera was further back and the parachute was bigger, and it wasn't
Oh.
necessarily about the model's face. It was about the dress and the movement. Do you know what I mean? Like if
Which
the
is
think
the
it
theme
had-
of the week.
I think it
To be
had to
fair.
go one way or the other way. I think you
Yeah.
had to pull everything back and make it bigger,
Where it
or
looks
make
just-
take everything slightly smaller and pull it in.
I agree.
Because those are more the angles we were getting as they were filming the shoot happening.
Yeah.
I will say this, that parachute was blowing too. I was
Yeah.
surprised we didn't see more of them actually be taken away.
That's the other problem. The wind was very strong, which made for cool parachute moments, but some distressing facial moments.
Mhm.
I wonder if they could have put the fans off to the side a little bit more.
Well, see, Hannah, that's why if it was further away, you wouldn't have had to see they could have closed their eyes.
Sure.
And then we get another Shanice v. Gina. This time the show's definitely on Shanice's side
Mhm.
because it shows a very charming thing where she blows a weird kiss and then goes, was that bad?
That was so cute, that interaction between the two of them.
Yep. And then Gina, mean, evil Gina, says, I can't walk.
this is the part where the show really lost me, because at this
Yeah.
point in the episode I was like, I actually thought Gina did a good job advocating for herself on set.
This
But-
seemed gentle and normal with a reasonable explanation.
I'm going to push back a little bit. I think there was a different place she should have advocated, and that was in wardrobe. If you can't see the shoes, they don't fucking matter. So just put her in a pair of shoes that fit her.
Maybe they didn't have anything small enough.
I guess, though, I will say, I wonder, I think that's true on a real photo shoot.
Yes,
I feel like on this, she does have to get the Drew approval
sure.
because it's like the show.
I
So
guess.
even if she told a wardrobe person that, they were like, nah, put that on camera.
Sure,
Right.
but then just bring those shoes to set. I don't think it should have been the solution shouldn't have been no shoes, because also OSHA violation. You're in the fucking desert.
True. Scorpions.
I don't like how proud the two of you are at saying that at the same time. I don't know. I'm
I
being
agree, for
defensive.
I agree for advocating.
I'm being defensive of Gina because even though she's not like my favorite or anything, we all know everyone's favorite's Christiana.
Obviously.
She just the show is trying to edit that kind of Liberty style edit where they're like, isn't this person bad? And then the footage is always so mid.
This was really where it didn't work for me, especially because there were so few reactions as it was happening. Like, this just seemed like a normal work discussion.
Yeah, sure.
And it's just so funny to me to be like, you're going to photograph short. I'm like, they're all surrounded by a parachute 8 times their size. That's like being like, Christiana, or do you think you're going to look too plus size? It's a parachute.
Parachutes are slimming.
Oh. Parachutes for summer?
That's why parachute pants are so flattering.
Just slim that bottom half.
I just want to go back to kindergarten where I looked so snatched playing the parachute game.
You couldn't even see me. Popcorn.
That's a model snack.
That's a cheaty. Whole grain popcorn with reduced fat peanut butter.
More of the prizes should have just been Cheaties. They just go back to the Tyra Suite or whatever, which I know they don't even have this
and
cycle.
It's a whole wheat bagel scooped out and
Like
microwaved.
almond butter on it. Like, ugh.
Back at the house, Christiana is in Simpsons cosplay.
The full turmeric face mask.
And Brandy Kay is sleeping in the book cove that we've never seen before.
I loved that fainting couch.
Yeah.
Did they have a full library, though? Are these real books?
They looked real.
Yeah.
Brandy Kay says something here that hit me so hard that I actually had to pause the episode.
Sure.
Because she says, this isn't who I am, but at this moment, it's who I've become. And I was like, as a person who has lived through many depressive spirals, this is just someone who is in the middle of a depressive spiral and can't see their way out.
Yeah.
I felt so much compassion for her because I don't know what I would do if I were in the middle of that in this setting. I don't know what anybody could do.
Because it's clearly that when she on set has a good showing, she can realize that positive things are happening. It's not as bad as it is.
Yeah.
But she can't escape that well that she's at the bottom of.
And she says, today should have been a good day. I should feel better than I do right now. Today was a positive day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, kind of I don't mean this flippantly, like textbook depression.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
That panel, I don't think Tyra's outfit is terrible.
I did not hate this boho look.
I like her hair.
I think
I
her
like
hair
the
looks
side
nice.
part blonde wavy.
Yeah.
I think
It was a different look for her, but I thought it was pretty.
Yeah, I thought it was like casual and nice. But still like not like schlumpy. Because sometimes when she goes too casual, it looks a little like not put together. I think this looked pretty good.
Yeah.
And Drew Elliott put on a little ruff.
I didn't like
in
it.
my mind, this is Drew Elliott trying to like reference the parachute.
Probably.
Yeah.
Shanice is first.
It was kind of nice to get these parent-teacher conferences between the judging panel and the contestants. It was nice to see some unforced conversations about how they're doing in the competition.
Yeah.
This one from the wide, because all of these, with maybe one or two exceptions, I feel differently about in the wide and the close-up.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
In the wide, I think this is immaculate.
Yep.
It is so cool.
Wide.
The dress looks like part of the parachute itself. It's so fun. Her hair's cool.
The parachute is sort of echoing the movement of the cliffs in the back.
Yeah.
Then this close-up that they praise, her eyes don't look like they're in her head, right?
No.
Like, this wasn't just me. It felt like she was pupilless.
Her arms are wild. Her
Oh, I don't
feet-
mind the arms.
Yeah, the arms didn't bother me as much.
I
It's
think
her eyeballs.
Sure. I think the feet look like she's about to tippy tumble over. It doesn't look like planted.
I don't know. Like, the body positioning, I don't have a problem with. And every time she does a profile, that jawline could absolutely cut
Sure.
glass.
I think
But
her hair looks cool.
It was the eyes.
The
It was
eyes.
really the eyes that were the problem for me.
Yeah, because for me, actually, I see what you're saying about the tippy tumble, but I think that's kind of what I like about it in the
Sure.
wide, is it looks like she's about to be blown away.
I also think maybe the reason I'm not liking it as much is it makes it seem like the dress isn't a dress.
Mm.
It when you get close up.
The material of it does give thermal blanket.
And that her top looks so different and unconnected that it looks like a piece of fabric hit her. And that's what's causing it. Because I think in the wide, you don't get that, right? Because it's kind of all blending together. But when you get close up, that's when you start seeing like it looks more accidental and not purposeful.
It's just so funny to me that we've all been itching, screaming for a Shanice first call out.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get it. And it's this.
Well, I do think it's probably my favorite of the wide shots. If you were basing it on wide shot alone, I would be fine with this getting first.
It's so funny because I like this shot. I want to be clear about that. But there's like 2 or 3 that I think just are cooler wide in the wide. Yeah.
I might agree with Hannah.
It's a legit pin.
Yeah. But
Thanks.
on the close up, no.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
saying like I get why you're seeing that. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
not, yeah. No, Hannah, I'm giving you permission.
Yeah.
I think that's my role in your life, is to give you permission to like a shot.
I just liked Tyra visualizing this career for Shanice. I thought that was a really nice moment for the two of them in
And
panel.
well explained, I feel like.
The Cinderella part?
No, just the from Paris to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moment.
That
Yeah.
part was fine.
Yeah,
I didn't like the Cinderella part.
sure.
I'm never a huge fan of when they queen for a day, any of them, which is basically what that was. But I did like the idea of, this is why people would follow you. This is why
Yes.
people would be interested to know you. And oh, good, you're good at modeling.
And you have a brand already, and you don't need to force anything.
I do think, though, that was a little bit. I'm going to push back. I think that was a little bit. We still never gave you a makeover. So your brand's great. Lucky.
Yeah, but at least they didn't take full credit for it.
Sure. Kyla's next.
Why would you give someone a short dress on the shoot?
I am prepared to be the dissenter here. I actually fucking love this pose. I think it's cool looking with this. I think it looks like it's like she's summoning it.
Her legs look amazing.
Her legs
I
look
think.
amazing.
I love the arms. I love the neck back. One of the few close-ups where the face looks good.
I don't like the arm in the air. I think it's a Vegas-y.
I wish it were slightly more bent.
Yes.
I love that glove up against the pink backdrop.
Yes. I don't like the train of the dress that's being swallowed by the butthole of the parachute.
I wish the train was bigger, but see,
Yes.
the reason I
Yes.
like the arm up and the other one down like that is this is one of the few where it seems like the model is in motion as well as the
Yes,
parachute.
that is true.
It looks like she's going, ha!
I wish she were sort of thrown back a tiny bit more, that it looked slightly more abandoned, because I think you can still see just a tiny bit of stiffness.
Mm-hmm. It's just the arms needed to break a little bit.
It's a cool shot, though.
It's just not bottom 2 for me.
Oh, absolutely
No
not. That
way.
was wild.
Also, Law feels weeks behind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You take one episode off and all of a sudden,
I think she baked,
Law lost all of his notes and he's like, who? What?
and then
What's the
Tyra
story?
made actually a funny comment.
Mm-hmm.
I think she baked cupcakes and only one came out.
Yep.
Actually funny.
Actually
Very
funny.
funny.
And something that's a wild top model remembers its own history
Yeah.
from episode to episode about what they've been saying.
Yeah.
Extended the bit and the metaphor made sense.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to defend Tyra really hard. I just realized this. Because we so rarely get to defend Tyra.
Sure.
Tyra, I hope wherever you are right now, and I know where you are on the Drew Barrymore show, I just saw you.
That was weeks ago.
Surround yourself with more friends and colleagues who tell you when something you say is funny, because you do say funny stuff and you get the same amount of laughter as when you don't say something
Yep.
funny. You need more honest friends who are like,
honest.
Tyra, that was funny, girl. Like,
Yeah,
you
pretty
need
privilege
them.
is holding you back from being as funny as you
Uh-huh.
could be.
Yep.
Yes. She needs more gay friends, but like not that kind of gay.
That she's not paying.
I was about to
Yes.
say, less gay employees.
Yes.
More gay friends.
I
Which
mean,
who
keep the
among
same
us?
amount, but also get more gay friends.
No, fire them.
We
Then
believe
they'll
in
be your
firing gay
friends.
people.
The way to make friends is to fire your employees.
We've always said it. We're against workers on this podcast, especially if they're queer.
We say, don't grab that bag.
That's where the whole Mae West feud began.
Stupid.
See, we remember our history too, episode to episode. Aaron's next. Not for me.
I will say the wide only. I think she got the best body to parachute moment
Sure.
because she is covering the parachute's butthole.
Yeah, it looks more like a big flower.
Yes, it looks like her train almost.
Or sort of
You know what I
sort
mean?
of a Venus de Milo moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JW, did you play Final Fantasy X too?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Is this not a little bit Yuna's like big thing where she was like in the middle of a flower?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very that. I know exactly what you're saying.
And thank you for knowing to not ask me.
So Hannah, you know what? If you were to ever play a Final Fantasy game,
It'd be
would
that
the
one.
That would be the one.
Oh,
It'd be that one.
they change outfits.
Oh, well.
They're called dress orbs.
Dress orbs.
Speaking of dress orbs,
Yeah.
what did they put on Erin?
Why is she in a negligee?
She's in a gold bikini top.
A front seamed negligee.
You know where it's pieced together. That's the best kind of negligee.
It's so wild.
And it's really sad because Erin at panel looked great.
Yes.
She
That
did
red
look good.
jumpsuit, she looked amazing.
But where is she looking in this photo?
That I
That's
don't
the
know.
thing. The close up on this one is rough because again, if we were all ranking these just based on the wide, Erin would be in my top half because
Yeah.
I think this looks.
It looks like the
good.
parachute is part of her dress.
Mhm.
Yeah. But then, man, she is just making contact with nothing on the close up.
And she did what I wanted Kyla to do with the arms, where there's
Oh,
some
keep going.
where there's just some change. It's not just ink.
I find the pose to be pretty mid, if I'm honest. And to watch Tyra like fall out over
Well-
this pose was just very strange. I don't understand when they praise Erin and when they don't.
I don't understand it at all.
I'm going to give you a spoiler for an episode where they now, next episode, Erin also didn't. That was our main complaint. And we're like, yeah,
Yeah?
I think this is kind of good for Erin, though. Like,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
appreciate
sure.
that.
If we're judging on an Erin scale, it's like one of her best photos ever. It's her
Yeah.
second best photo next to gold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gold is obviously the best, but yeah.
But
Oh,
like, but the only reason Erin has stuck around so long is because Sandra was such a shittier model,
And people quitting.
and people quitting. There's a reason Erin almost didn't get in the house.
I wonder if Erin goes up to any of the contestants who are considering quitting and she's like, Vega, I think you should. Take it from Mama.
Mama.
Erin.
Mama.
Your mom probably really misses you.
Starts packing up the photos from the wall. I did
Looking
this
at all of
for-
these in a row, I will say though, this is the best the parachute looks.
It
Yes.
is. It's absolutely the best parachute moment.
Mm-hmm.
Fully.
It's what it wanted to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rio's next.
This is my least favorite photo.
Yep.
Part of this isn't on her. She got the worst outfit.
Yes.
This is
Oh,
constrictive and terrible.
Yeah, what is the wind gonna do to this floor-length spandex cocktail dress?
That
And this
isn't
is-
lined.
Isn't, you know what? It's the rare time I noticed something like that. I was like, why isn't this lined? Why is it a nude illusion
You
on the inside?
And also her face? No.
But the
And you
arms
talk
are
about
also...
arms that aren't bent.
No.
Ha!
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah!
Wish Shanice had just done that.
It also looks like she has one leg
And this isn't on her, but the cropping on this one's odd.
Oh,
Mhm.
the cropping is weird. The parachute is weird.
This is a I was doing the tango and my heel got stuck in the train moment.
Yeah.
And then you said, Olay.
And this to me looks like about to tumble over because of the standing on one foot thing.
Yeah.
The only thing I kind of like about it is that, I'll still say it, even though I'm disagreeing with it now that I'm looking at it again. It kind of looks like she's walking forward. And since I criticize lack of motion in some others, I do want to say it looks like she's having movement.
Sure, but look how far turned in that back foot is.
Yeah, that's why when I looked at it, when I was about to say that,
It almost
started
looks
to think
twisted
about it.
around.
Mhm.
You know what? Once again, looking at all of these in a row has been really instructional for me. When I look at Kyla's next to Rio's, it really makes me appreciate Kyla's more.
Yeah, baby.
I agree. I mean, we said it shouldn't have been in the bottom two.
No, definitely not. But I'm like, wow, okay.
Kyla's is one that's really good from far away.
Mhm.
It's a small little picture.
Yeah, it's like if you go to an art show and there's some art in another room that you never enter, and you're like, oh, that's a good Kyla picture.
Christiana is next.
And I mean,
Come on.
I
And the
cannot
dress.
believe she is on one leg.
The dress looks so good.
This was the dress with the most potential for this shoot, so I'm glad they gave it to her.
Yes.
It is such a good shot.
Yeah.
I can't, even without the parachute, this would be a cool shot.
Yes, it would. And the way the tone of the dress matches the cliffs in the back is also super
I just wish it
cool.
was framed differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost feel like we could slightly make this better with some cropping, but
Uh-huh.
and her face looks good on the close-up, one of the few.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah, I think if you just came closer in, I think if you just cropped closer, that would solve most of the framing issues.
Yeah.
Like if you could take Erin's parachute and put it behind this,
Mhm.
Hmm.
what a perfect photograph.
She's just so good at modeling.
And I don't think if you gave this dress to anyone else, I don't think they would have succeeded.
I don't think so either.
I can't get over
The leg.
how strong
Yeah.
she looks and she's on one leg. And yet also
Mhm.
it doesn't do that weird effect that some top model photos do where it looks like her legs are like covering each other. Like you can still distinctly tell her body shape.
And there
Yeah,
almost
she's
looks
also
like
selling the shoes.
And it almost looks like she's about to take flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
This would have been I'm sure no one would argue against me. Number one call out, right?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
because it
Number one
works.
call out?
It works the
Mhm.
most far and close.
Yes.
This cropping is wild though.
The cropping is so
Why is she so
wild.
far to the left?
And it makes the parachute look very small to be
Yes.
that far away.
Something else that looks small. Gina is next.
Tee you scamp. It doesn't help that they put her against the most mountain. Why has she got so much more mountain?
I will say I agree that she looks very tiny. That has to do also with the way it's cropped.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just don't think she looks short and tiny because of her taking off the shoes.
No.
No, that would not have. Her 4 inches would not have helped.
It's very strange to me that everybody else got very muted tones.
Yeah.
And they put her in this super bright red dress because
They put her
when
in the
Law
emoji
says-
dress.
Exactly.
She looks
when
like
Law
the
says,
flamingo emoji.
which Law says, but that's just the dress.
it's her
Anybody
hands,
in that
too.
dress was going to look like this.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's her
The hands up.
hands up.
I kind of get what she was doing, even though I don't think it was very successful, that she was trying to make her dress also a parachute.
Yeah.
Like, I can see the vision here.
Yeah, I think she was almost doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think the parachute is deflated,
Yeah.
which makes it look like she's working harder.
Mm.
I don't know if I would have had this in my bottom two either, though.
No,
No.
it's not a favorite of mine, but I don't think it's the worst.
My bottom two definitely includes Rio.
Yes.
And then we
Mhm.
haven't gotten to the other photo I'd put my bottom two.
Brandy K comes up,
And that's the other one I'd put my bottom two.
fully defeated.
Oh,
Energy. She doesn't put makeup on, which Brandy K's a makeup girl.
Barely got dressed that day.
I think that this discussion had already happened
Yes.
Mhm.
because I like how Tyra said this, but it also felt like Tyra was more prepared than normal.
Mm.
This wasn't Tyra in her robe interrupted at makeup.
She was like, not twice in one cycle.
It better
Because-
happen twice in one cycle. We
Because
better see that rope.
Also, I'll say this in general, which kind of is part of my conspiracy theory about,
Do?
yeah, about her knowing all of this about Brindy K and this just being like for the cameras.
Hmm.
Tyra seemed a little tired this entire panel.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was very muted, like literally like she was losing her voice.
I thought you were going to say you knew that this had already happened because of Ashley going, "What?"
Oh my god. Ashley Graham's fake ass
Wow.
reactions to this is so funny.
It's especially funny to see performative concern on the heels of an episode with super genuine concern and
Yes.
empathy.
Well, it's also because Ashley Graham never reacts to the right word.
No.
Mm.
Because she'll be like, home? Wait, was that the part where we were?
It's just always the last word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's Ashley Graham's really lucky that we saw Rio last episode go, "Huh? What?" Otherwise, Ashley would have been the worst actor this season.
I think there's a reason that Ashley Graham hasn't transitioned to other avenues of a creative career in front of the camera.
Sure.
The one thing I did appreciate was her being the only judge to say, "We're gonna miss you," and to be
Yes.
sad that Brendy K was leaving.
I think that was genuine.
Yeah, Ashley Graham's the only person who likes the models
Yeah.
as people.
I will say there was something, I think this was like exceptionally sad because she kind of even diagnoses it herself, but like the monster is in Brendy K, and
Mhm.
by removing herself from the competition, she's just taking that monster home with her. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think this is going to be fixed. I don't think she should have been there to begin with, but I don't think the fix was leaving necessarily.
I mean, the fix is straight into intensive therapy,
Yes.
which wasn't going to happen on the show.
No, but I also don't think it's going to happen at home.
I don't know. I mean, there's more of an opportunity for it to happen potentially.
Sure. It just didn't seem, it felt like she was so depressed. And she's like, well, maybe if I just change the environment, that will help. And I just don't think it is the fix, sadly.
Yeah, I do think sometimes when you're caught in a spiral, and I haven't dealt with as many of them, so I apologize if I'm talking out of my ass, but I do think sometimes an environmental change in any direction can just help kickstart your brain to like trying to heal itself a little bit.
I just don't think this situation was the correct one for her. I agree that, you know, for change to happen, lots of things have to change, and that includes external change for sure. But this was clearly an environment that just made her feel every day like she was not enough.
Yes, I agree.
Specifically triggering to the things that make her feel the way that she's feeling.
Yeah, like I would want Brendy K to go to like college.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I think there are different environments and experiences that she could thrive in, obviously, but this was not it.
I also maybe am seeing it as I wish she had gone home when she was not in this depressive state. It had been earlier where she kind of already knew it wasn't it. Because I just don't know if like leaving at the lowest you're at is like the help. Because now that it has a very big possibility of creating a new trigger of like that being part of the story when I just don't think it should have been.
And I am sad for her that her leaving couldn't happen with Tyra saying, "I believe in you. I know you have this in you. You've taken some wonderful pictures.
Yeah.
Remember this girl in this photo. You could be this girl." Like, I think a moment like that could have been really cool.
Yeah.
And the line that they chose to have as her exit line, I found offensive. They didn't need to do that.
No.
They didn't need to do that. It didn't need to be in the episode because we don't see her saying it.
I don't remember what it was.
She says, Brenda Kay's last line on this show that we hear is, "All the people in my life that told me I couldn't are winning, and that's just what it is."
Ooh, yeah.
That is the last thing you hear her say on that show, and it didn't have to be like that, and I think that's
especially
gross
because we had
from the
nice
editors.
moments like Tyra hugging her and stuff. Like there's a way to like treat her better.
Yes.
Well, it even could have ended earlier in that thing of like, I need to learn to put myself first, and that's what I'm doing.
Great. Why can't that be
An
the last
amazing
thing we
exit
hear?
line, honestly.
Mhm.
Right? We didn't need all the extra, I'm letting everyone down. Everyone who said this is like,
Yeah.
it makes it.
I-
Yeah.
I worry this sometimes comes from a place of T-zone mindset
Mm.
where Tyra and the show want to show someone who gave up to teach you don't want to look like Brindy K, right? So you should
Yeah.
keep fighting for yourself and stay in things. And
She's a lesson.
maybe I'm
Hmm.
leaping too far, but that is one of the only reasons I can think they would leave in a last line like that. And then the show decides we're going to try a fake out by being like, but someone definitely is still getting eliminated. Can you believe? And all of them clearly do not believe that
No.
because they're like, someone else already quit.
But we do have to see footage of them freezing cold backstage because everyone is piled with blankets and jackets.
And we could talk about Brandy K's photo.
It's one of the worst.
It's
Like, it
one of
definitely
the
would have been in the bottom
worst.
two for me.
I just don't know why you would capture the parachute at this moment.
That's
Yeah.
my thing.
Well, it makes me think that she didn't have a lot of good pictures, and this was just the best.
I mean, it also makes me think a little bit that they knew that she was going to leave and they were like, we'll just pick a photo.
Maybe.
Or if they didn't know at that point when they were going through the photos that she would self-eliminate, if they gave themselves something,
Yeah, out.
which would have been the kinder thing to do.
I wish they had done what they've done in the past, which was we're going to consider Brendy K's photo, and
Yeah.
if anyone is
Mhm.
worse, then they'll be eliminated. Because I also think that would have been respectful to Brendy K.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned that same thing on Vega's exit because I like that because then they're
Mhm.
still
It's still a
in
competition.
the competition. Yeah.
It's not like a pity pass.
It's also like a bump up for the other contestants to be like, oh, you wouldn't have been eliminated anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Call out order. Shanice is first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy she got a first call out.
I just didn't
Sure.
need it to be here, but okay.
No.
Then Christiana,
Obviously, you're number one.
obviously.
Yeah.
And then Aaron, which I think is the correct place for Aaron.
Me
For
too.
the wide.
I mean, between Aaron and Kyla, it's pretty close for me for that third spot.
I could let Kyla or Aaron be third or fourth.
Sure.
I would have been
Mhm.
fine
Third or
either
fourth.
way.
Yeah.
I think just the bottom two should have been Rio and Gina. At this
Which also
point.
would have been better television.
Yep.
Especially because everyone else would have been kind of excited about them.
Uh-huh.
And then, because either you want Rio versus Kyla,
right.
or Rio and Gina, best friends, don't know what's going to happen. Just kidding. For the Rio Gina fans out there, Tyra saved you. Like, there's so many better versions of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just put up someone there that Gina wants to be hugging.
Right.
And I'm sorry, Kyla's isn't bad.
No.
No, it's not bottom two.
But I'm also just like, do you really just want Kyla to feel bad about herself?
I don't know.
They are on one about teaching Kyla to top model herself up. And
The word cocky is getting thrown around a lot this cycle.
Uh-huh.
This is not a person who is overconfident about their modeling.
No.
So I don't understand why the show feels the need to be like, don't get cocky, Kyla, of all the contestants.
you know what I bet it actually is because we have been told time and time and time again how funny and charming Kyla is.
Mm.
And I wonder if the top model panel is like, oh, it's cocky. She's so funny and witty. That's arrogance.
Yeah.
Because
yes.
again, she doesn't have cover girl personality.
No.
Mhm.
She has a real personality that everyone else is charmed by.
There's a self-deprecatingness. There's a little bit of poking your eye to your elders.
Well, and maybe it's the chill thing coming back to bite her, where it's like, you're not working hard enough for this.
You're funny. You think you can
Ew.
crack jokes while you aren't the best?
Jokes are just loose wordplay.
Jokes are for uggos. So Kyla v. Gina. Gina, beauty is one thing. Execution of beauty is another.
Huh?
Execution of beauty sounds violent. And Kyla, your posing is heavy.
What?
What?
I think they were just trying to tie it into the beauty is movement thing, but I'm like, but that's not what we saw.
Nor was the
Tyra
picture.
did give a whole spiel about her posing heavy.
I just don't.
So she decided that was the watchword
Yes.
this week.
And then the stupidest thing happens. Twice. It happened two different
Twice.
stupid things.
So who stays? Jyla. Or what I heard, Kajila.
Do you think somewhere out there Jayla was like,
Well,
And then, because Tyra had said a million times that she only has one photo in her hands, they double printed the photos and they have to take it together. When did this happen?
how is this picture
final
going to be
photo,
on the
double,
wall?
double.
But seriously, did someone run off to print this out in the office?
It
What
looks
happened?
like a printing error. The
Yeah.
way it's someone didn't turn the paper correctly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in portrait mode.
Like you're going to get a discount on your printing
Yes.
needs.
Staples fucked up.
And for some reason, Kyla thinks that in Top Model, you can't survive multiple bottom two placements. And I said, Petite Aaron would like to have a word.
So many people have been in the
So
bottom
many.
and gotten to
Jade?
the top 3.
Yes.
Have we talked about before how insane Gina's shot is in the fade out photo?
Not
Well,
enough.
Gina gives also a word salad pageant answer to Tyra.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, I hadn't lingered on the fade out photo in a while because
Sure.
I think I'm normally looking at the person who's fading. And
Sure.
since that didn't happen, I just looked
Gina's
at the photo.
is like this.
No, finger
not?
in the mouth.
Yep.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking about her intro where she's like,
Mhm.
da-da, da-da, da-da.
In her fade out photo, her finger is fully in her
It's
mouth.
that one we did the bonus episode on. When she was
Oh,
like,
right.
yeah.
I just still can't believe that's what it is.
Our background footage is this haunting Ashley Graham flicksel.
I loved it. I enjoyed the dancing outtakes.
So
I-
funny.
I had to take a video of it so that I could remember it. It's wild.
She flixeled like no one was watching, and then we all got to see it.
This is again more of what I want those to be, though.
Mm-hmm.
I
Not
guess.
just more,
Absolutely.
not just Drew Elliott listlessly going fierce. Do it.
She drops it, and the hair in the face. Hannah, you
She was
like?
having fun.
Woo!
This wasn't for anyone.
It wasn't for Ashley Graham. It was for Stacey McKenzie.
It was for Instagram. Ashley Graham does have club energy. Some like
Yeah.
at her base, she is a club girly.
I liked it because it felt like she sneaked on while they were still learning the routine and had like a moment to
She
herself.
was doing the test, the camera test.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll do it. They asked for a volunteer, meaning one of the contestants, and she's like, I'll do it.
She's like, "Come lift me, Jermaine."
This is a pretty short update, and I will say trigger warning, just general. Unfortunate. Brindy, we find out the K is Caitlin. Brindy Caitlin Seiner, Seiner. After the show, Brindy K took a bunch of test shots and she was in Gilt magazine and modeled for Jellybox. She's also, besides modeling, she's worked as a horse trainer, field hand, and house painter.
Oh,
Kind of ranch girl energy. Love that. In January 2018, she was arrested overnight on a violation of an order of protections and was in custody of the Davidson County Sheriff's Department for a 12-hour domestic violence hold. She defended herself, saying the woman who pressed the charges was a, quote, scammer, liar, and stole $1,500 from her and her fiance in the form of a TV and a PlayStation. And she let that all out on Twitter. In 2021, she was unfortunately arrested and charged with possession of drugs, including meth. And, you know, with these updates, I never want to just focus on that stuff. But when you Google her, that's all you get. There is not a lot besides her arrest records to be found. And her social media is mostly scrubbed. Her Drew interview, she has a full knit cap on the entire time, covering all of her hair. It has grown out a little bit and she is starting to try to style it. She says that she thought every single week she was going to be eliminated, but that in her mind that motivates her. She does a lot of I'm just really honest talk. And a lot of, she has a catchphrase, by the way, and that is all day. So she says, I'm blah, 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 all day. I love that all day. It's said like 4 or 5 times
That's
during
so
it, which is so,
strange,
we
'cause
never heard her say
it.
Yeah.
She does claim that she sent an apology, I think an email she said, to Christina and Vega.
Oh.
She listed out what it said. It was a little sorry if I offended you, but
Well-
good for her. Christina apparently responded and was like very receptive to the apology, and Vega never did.
Sure.
She also claims that she's fully shaved her head before, which I found interesting lore considering the reaction. And then they talked about her, the Pride episode coming out and all that, and coming out on, international television essentially. And she says she's excited for the people in her life to see that episode and see her coming out
That's
story.
nice.
So it ended on a positive note, but I'll say this, if you just listen to the Drew interview, in my opinion, of course, these are freely available on YouTube, so anyone can watch them. She gives a lot of honesty as a replacement for kindness. Like, the kindest thing I can do is be blunt 24/7.
All day.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of that is that wall going fully back up.
That also just sounds like something she was taught at home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that this competition could have been a stepping stone for something better for her. It's sad to think that they left her in exactly the same place, if not worse.
Yeah.
Right.
She gets a lot of online. I noticed she gets a lot of Renee comparisons in terms of post-show
Sure.
journey.
I mean, I understand that. We've talked about it, but just they have really laxed their standards in the psych eval in a way that is detrimental and is a real ink stain on the show because it didn't need to do this.
Well, and if they ever did revive Top Model, which I don't think is going to happen,
no.
but if they ever did, I really hope that they avail themselves of an on-set therapist.
Intimacy coordinator, on-set therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let them be challenges. I'm just kidding. Panel challenge, therapy.
JW, they already have therapy challenges, and those are acting challenges.
Yeah, you're right. I'm stupid.
A woman with unbrushed hair or an old man doing bad accent work. We got it already. Because we'll never have Tasha Smith again. She was too good for the show.
It's a shame that Brindy K is not the first nor the last. I think it's in this cycle to quit as well. Which I guess she's the last, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think quitting on Top Model is almost a tradition.
Yeah.
That being said, I think the cycles that had double quitsies, which are just British invasion in this one, to my knowledge, to my memory, that's saying that there's something fundamentally going wrong with that cycle.
There's a
Yeah.
common denominator.
'Cause
Kelly
I'm
Catrone, Psych evals.
I also think that we talk a lot about Top Model's decent intention, poor execution of like a lot of different issues and stuff. And I do wonder if Top Model had gotten to this belief that it was helping heal young women.
Oh, they definitely had.
But that's why they laxed on they like wanted the Brindy K story, but weren't concerned with how it was going to affect Brindy K.
I mean, we're seeing that with
Same with Vega,
Christiana,
I think,
too.
you know?
And Vega.
Yeah.
But if you think we should be therapists, you should rate, review, and subscribe. We're all qualified. It's an easy job.
Yeah. We all have doctorates in Tooch.
Anyone that has had to talk about the impact of blackface on a podcast comedy setting can do what a therapist does. Rate, review, subscribe. We love hearing from you, your hot tea, your iced cakes.
Sorry, that just made it sound like the job of a therapist was to rate, review, and subscribe.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
Do you guys not have your therapist rate, review, and subscribe this show? Sounds like someone's failing.
Sounds like someone's not doing the work.
Sounds like something to bring into therapy next week.
You can find me anywhere providing free medical experience that is definitely accurate. Anywhere at Yet Charming.
I'm on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And pills for sale. Pills for sale. I'm on Instagram.
Pills for sale.
I'm at JW_Grump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadem. And therapy's easy whenever you talk about us.
Do y'all, at the end of these episodes, feel the moment when you release because we don't have to talk about whatever the episode was about. And you're just like as soon as you start saying, so for botulinum, I'm blah, 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 I can always feel myself go,
Complete brain reset.
I don't remember anything we talked about.
My brain resets as soon as I figure out what the transition is. And then it goes into just stream of consciousness.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, Lex Bot for sure.
Yeah. So for Podleadum, I've been Lex Basile Bot.
I'll be Hannah Ginsburg.
And as a tribute to our contestant, I'm JWK Crump.
And we'll see you on Bot.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.